Hey guys, it is Keep On Pushing Boxing. You know what I'm saying? I am the host, Antonio. Yesterday it was actually a Showbox event. It was a 2-card fight. It was very disappointing to me. It started around like 10 o'clock. It was in the Main Street Armory. Let's just talk about the first fight. If you watch the fight, I think I'm very accurate. The first fight was Thomas Matisse versus Will Madera. It was an 8-round fight. Thomas Matisse, he had a nice jab going for him, but he just didn't come off it. He was getting hit a lot because he kept staying in front of Madera. Madera was causing him Madera was putting in great pressure, so that caused Matisse to fight in the back foot. And his back foot, that was one of the game plans that Madera had coming into this fight. I believe Madera won. Yes, he did win by unanimous decision. And Matisse, he had a great performance. It wasn't like he didn't have a great performance. It was just a better one by Will Madera. That was a great fight, but the only thing that very disappointed me about this event was that it was only a 2-card fight. That was pretty disappointing to me. And now let's talk about the main event. I think that this was one of the better main events that Showbox has put together. It was Ronald Ellis versus DeAndre Ware for 3 titles. It was scheduled for 10 rounds. This was overall just a great opportunity for both fighters to put their name out there. It was on television. It was for 3 titles. Ronald Ellis, he was very busy early in the fight. And he used his length against DeAndre Ware. Ronald was able to control the pace. He picked his shots well, and he did great counter punching. And DeAndre Ware, he just kept walking into Ellis' right hand. He had a strong jab. Every time he would charge in, he did a good job getting inside, but did no damage when he did. He was vulnerable in range, so that caused him to have to fight inside. And he didn't capitalize on his opportunities. He had many opportunities to knock him out, but he didn't. And at the end, DeAndre Ware won by majority decision. I can't really argue with that. Both fighters won that fight. But Ware was able to win because he showed the judges that he had more will to win this fight. Ellis hurt his hand again during this fight. I feel like Ellis, after this fight, he should just rest his right arm. In the past on Showbox, he had many surgeries on his arm, so I believe that was a disadvantage for him. And yeah, man, that's it for Keep On Pushing Boxing. Like and comment. I love all of y'all, and bye.